Chapter 1. The Girl and the Box of Dreams. The soft hum of the dishwasher filled the small kitchen. Sunlight streamed through the half-open blinds, and little dust particles danced in the golden light. Anna, a 6-year-old girl, sat cross-legged on the wooden floor. It was cold under her bare legs, but she didn't mind. She had a crayon in one hand and an empty cereal box in the other. To her, the box was not just trash, it was her space canvas. She had drawn stars, planets, and a little girl in a bright space suit. That girl was her. Anna imagined she was standing on the moon. From the kitchen counter, her mother said, "Sweetheart, you're going to make a mess." Anna didn't stop. "I'm designing my astronaut suit, Mom. Every astronaut needs to be ready." She carefully wrote a name on the suit. And Anna, her space name. Her mother chuckled. "Astronauts need more than crayons and cereal boxes, my love." Anna quickly replied, "I know, I'll need math and science and big rockets." She stood up and made whooshing sounds with her mouth, waving her arms like rocket boosters. Even at that age, Anna's love for space was strong. She couldn't read every word yet, but she knew the names of planets and pointed at the stars in the sky. When her dad came home from work, they spent time together in the garage. He was a mechanic and taught her how to use small tools. Together, they built pretend rockets using soda bottles and spare parts. Sometimes their little experiments left burn marks on the grass in the yard. But Anna would proudly say, "See, that means it worked." In her notebook, she often wrote, "One day I will walk on the moon, just like Neil Armstrong." She was small, but her dream was big as the sky. Chapter 2. Steps Toward the Stars. Anna never stopped loving space. As she got older, her dream only grew bigger. By the time she reached high school, she spent most of her time reading books about planets, rockets, and astronauts. She joined the science club and filled her notebook with facts about the universe. At night, she would lay in the bed and look at the big poster of the moon on her wall. Under her small reading light, she wrote in her journal, "One day I'll put my boots on the moon." But dreaming wasn't enough anymore. She knew the path to becoming an astronaut was hard, very hard. Anna realized that she had to be great at math and science. Every night she sat at her desk with a tired face and opened books, telling herself, "Just one more problem, one more step closer to the stars." Her family didn't have much money. Her dad worked as a mechanic and her mom worked in a diner. If Anna wanted to go to college, she had to earn a scholarship. So she worked harder than ever. She studied late, entered competitions, and applied for every scholarship she could find. Her grades were excellent, and one day a big white envelope arrived. Her hands shook as she opened it. Inside, it said, "Congratulations, Anna. You've been accepted into our space engineering program." Her eyes filled with tears. She felt like she had just reached her first star. But college was harder than she expected. The classes were tough. There were so many equations, long nights, and hard tests. Some nights she stared at the pages and whispered, "Maybe this dream is too big." But then she remembered the little girl with crayons, the cereal box, the backyard rockets, and every time she felt tired, she reminded herself, "Keep going, you're getting closer." Chapter 3. Closer to the Sky. Anna finished college after years of hard work and late nights. She studied, worked part-time jobs, and never let go of her dream. Some days were bad, but she kept moving forward. After graduation, it was time to take her biggest step yet. Anna applied to the National Space Agency's astronaut program. The application was long. She had to write about her studies, her projects, and every little job she had ever done. When she finally clicked submit, her heart raced. Thousands of people wanted this chance, but Anna told herself, "I gave it my all. Now let's see what happens." Months passed. Then one morning, she saw a white envelope in the mailbox. It had the space agency's logo on it. Her hands shook as she opened it. She read the first line: "We are pleased to invite you to our astronaut training program." Anna laughed, cried, and even jumped in place. She couldn't believe it. Training was harder than anything she had done before. She learned how to work in zero gravity. She spent hours in the pool practicing spacewalks. She studied advanced machines and passed tough tests. Some days she was too tired to stand, but deep inside she smiled. At night she thought about her 6-year-old self, the little girl with the crayon drawing stars on a cereal box. She whispered to herself, "You're doing it, kid." During a spacewalk practice, Anna floated in the water tank. She looked up and saw her reflection in the helmet. That reflection smiled back, stronger, wiser, and still dreaming. She wasn't just close to space, she was almost ready to go. Chapter 4. Beyond the Dream. The day of the launch finally came. Anna stood in her astronaut suit, staring at her reflection in the mirror. The suit felt heavy, but her heart felt light. She smiled and whispered, "This is real." She remembered the name she once wrote on her cereal box drawing, Anna, her little space name. Now she didn't need crayons or boxes. She had a real suit, a real mission, and a team by her side. Her mother hugged her tightly. With tears in her eyes, she said, "Remember when I told you crayons weren't enough? I was wrong. That's where it all began." Anna climbed into the spaceship. She sat in her seat, surrounded by buttons and lights. The countdown began. 3, 2, 1, liftoff. The engines roared. The earth fell away. The stars filled the window like diamonds in a black sky. Anna held her breath. Everything she had dreamed about was right there, outside the glass. Later, as the ship neared the moon, Anna got ready. She was chosen to be the first to step out. She climbed down the ladder, slowly, carefully. Her boots touched the moon's surface. The soft gray dust moved beneath her. She spoke into her radio. "We all began as kids, looking up at the stars, wondering what's out there. Today, I'm here, not just for the little girl I was, but for anyone who dares to dream. Far away on Earth, a little girl sat in front of a TV. She held a crayon in her hand. She turned to her mother and said, "I'm going to be an astronaut too." And just like that, the dream continued, passed from one heart to another, like stars connected across the sky.